Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Cancer. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. All right, Cancer, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, nice. We see the Hermit card, Virgo energy. They're viewing you as the Queen of Wands. All right, powerful, sexy, attractive, successful. And the connection, we see the Page of Swords. So a lot of my Cancers, I feel like with the Three of Cups and the Page of Swords here, you have someone around you, somebody who's a secret admirer. I feel like this person is really fun to be with. They might be a party person, or you two are really happy when you two are together is what I'm getting. So you may have already established a bit of a relationship or a friendship here. And we see the Sun card. Now they could be a Leo or they could be a Virgo. We have strong Virgo coming through. But I feel like this is somebody who has a very sunny, warm, positive disposition. This is somebody passionate, they're playful, they get attention, they like attention. All right, we see the Emperor in reverse and the Devil in reverse, Aries and Capricorn energy coming through. So, I feel like your person, they could be a bit stubborn with both of these energies coming through. But I also feel this is a strong indication that this is somebody who's freed themselves from a very unhappy, maybe even abusive relationship or connection. So they may tell you about having an ex that was, that was pretty terrible here. But they're happy, they're free. I feel like this is somebody who's single with the Hermit card, somebody who's awakened, somebody who's wise, but somebody who's definitely learned some tough karmic lessons through relationships. And again, they might be a little bit stubborn themselves, but I feel like they're in a happy high vibration here, Cancer. Now, how my Cancers are going to be feeling, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I feel like some of my Cancers, this person is right under your nose or around you, and you're not even seeing the connection necessarily for what it is. Now, you're highly intuitive, so a lot of my Cancers, you might have an inkling, but I feel like your mind isn't allowing you to really go there right now for whatever reason. Maybe because you really like this person, but you're like, yeah, there's no way. Or maybe because you're just friends or you're coworkers. But I see a really happy connection. Now, some of you, this might be someone you know through the gym, but through school or through work. Like I said, a friend of a friend. But I feel like it's always a good time when you two are together. Okay. All right, let's see what else we need to know. All right, so we see your ex, but Cancer, I don't really think this is somebody you've dated. Now, of course, that may be the truth for one or two of you out there, but I do think there's something about this person's ex. I don't know if they have to co-parent with this person or this ex could be around them, and I don't think it's necessarily like a good situation, but at the same time, I think this person has made the best of it. I think they do have strong boundaries, but it may be something that's triggering for them, especially if they have to like co-parent with this person, or maybe their ex is like, they see them around or something. I don't know, but I don't really feel for a lot of my Cancers this is your ex, okay? But for one or two of you, it may be the case. We can't, completely ignore the message. Yes, I definitely get this confirmation here with casual energy that this may start off as a friendship. And like I said, I think a lot of my Cancers, this may be somebody who's already around you, but you may not be believing or seeing it for what it actually is. Okay, for some of you, this person does not have any children. All right. And let's see, one more. And we get Aries energy. Aries coming through quite strong. With the Emperor and now Aries confirmation. So this is somebody who's strong, they're resilient, they're a risk taker, they have a carefree and youthful personality. But apart from being like this sunny, warm, optimistic, fun, passionate, playful, getting a lot of attention, energy, there's a depth to this person with the Hermit card. I feel this person is somebody who's wise. I feel like this is someone that people come to for advice. This is somebody who also does need their alone time for creativity or just for recharging their batteries. Again, they may have a job where like they come in contact with a lot of people. All right, we see now this person could be Asian or of Asian descent, but these super specific messages are just going to be confirmation for some of you, but they're not going to resonate with all of you. And that doesn't mean it's not your reading, Cancer, but just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now, there could also be some sort of Asian connection, okay? And we see awakened, and it may be something you see after the fact, you know, if this person is an Asian or of Asian descent. This person is awakened and they're very wise. I do see that with that Hermit card. All right. And we see European. Okay. So again, the same goes for European. There could be some European connection, or maybe they're European or of European descent. We do get love from long ago. Okay. So for a select few of my Cancers, you might have some sort of history with this person. But more so with this card, I really do get a past life soulmate connection. So you two get along very well. You two it's easy to be around each other because there's the sense of familiarity, even if you're not that close or you haven't dated before. Okay, so let's see what else we need to know about this person for my Cancers. What else do we need to know about this person? All right, they come from overseas, okay? So either they're from another country or maybe their parents or their grandparents are. They have a noticeable facial feature, so this could be, you know, freckles, a scar, a mole, you know, a strong jawline. It could be beautiful eyes, dimples. All right, they make something valuable with their hands. So this may be somebody who has their own business, or this is somebody who's just really good at fixing things. And for some of you, this person is a creative. So I don't know if they make music or they make art. This could also be somebody who's really good with plants, gardening. You know, their love language could be cooking, for example. They could be like, you know, a master chef type energy. All right, and we see that this person grew up in a better than average household. But we do see, Cancer, that music will be playing when they ask you out. All right, so again, confirmation that this is somebody who's like around you in some capacity. All right, and I feel like a lot of my Cancers, I feel like this is somebody who already just makes you happy as a friend, or, you know, like a buddy at work or something like that, or a friend of a friend. Someone you see at the gym, somebody you're happy to see. I also feel they're always happy to see you as well. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. Okay, family room. Yeah, family is important to this person, stability. So whether they have children or not, this is somebody that does want to build family, or family connections are important. I also feel too, this person might come from a better than average background. This looks like, you know, quite a fancy little family room there. All right, we see message of concern showing up in reverse. So to me, this indicates that this person might kind of act a little bit unbothered. And I feel like my Cancers, you're going to find strength in that. Now, I don't think that they act unbothered when it comes to you, but I feel like this is somebody that is calm, somebody who, you know, somebody who's strong, somebody who has maybe even quiet strength or not so quiet strength. And we see courthouse. Yeah, for some of you, they have had some legal issues there in the past, most likely with that ex. But this energy is telling me you've got somebody who's logical, somebody who's a critical thinker. We get confirmation there with the Hermit card as well. So, you know, somebody who's intelligent, somebody you're going to really respect, the way, you know, the way they think, the way they communicate, their ability to see two sides of a story, but also their ability to articulate their feelings and their emotions. Yeah, so it's like you're also going to be in love with this person's mind, right? Really respect it. We see mature woman. Now, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but obviously some of the cards that I use are. But I just feel like there's a maturity about this person, whether there's an age difference or not. Cancer, this person sees you as sexy, passionate, charismatic, successful, strong. All right, some of you may have fire in your chart, Aries, Leo, or Sag. All right, how else are they viewing my Cancers, please? Oh, okay, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this person sees you as romantic. They like the way you act, the way you treat people is what I'm getting. Now, some of you, this could be chivalry, right? You might be chivalrous. But I feel like this is more just like they like the way that you act, the way that you talk to people, the way that you treat people. They also see you as being emotional, but like not overly emotional. So they like the way you carry yourself. They see you as strategic, passionate. You may be artistic and creative as well. All right, and we see the Knight of Swords. And I think this person knows that you're not seeing them the way they're seeing you. And not because there's not attraction. I just feel like there's something here where Cancers, you just feel like, oh, you know, wow, like, you know, I just didn't expect this, even though I feel like there's attraction and there's like, you get along really well. I don't know if you feel like this person is like a little bit out of your league, or you just always considered them a friend or something like that. But we see the Ten of Pentacles, Cancer. This is real possibility that this is going to be something long-term, something solid, stable, and secure here. All right, so let's see. What else do they really admire about my Cancers, please? All right, we see the Avenger. This person sees you as fair, balanced, just, righteousness on behalf of society. So they see that like you're just a really good person, but you're also fair and just. Again, you two, the way you two think and see the world is very similar. And they love that you've either done a lot of traveling or you enjoy traveling, that you have a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever you are. All right, and they love that you've got a little rebellious streak. They love that you march to the beat of your own drum, that you challenge authority to affect social change. You reject spiritual systems that don't serve inner needs. All right, beautiful. So I feel like the Page of Swords, there's a strong intellectual connection, but I also think this starts off as a secret admirer for you, Cancer. All right, and we see the purpose of this connection is to activate parts of you that were waiting to emerge. Through this bond, you step into a more authentic expression of yourself. Yes, so this is going to awaken a new version of you, Cancer. And I think that happens because you're going to feel safe, you're going to feel loved, you're going to feel supported. Okay. And we see room to unfold. This connection benefits from spaciousness and patience. What is meant to deepen will do so without force. Yeah, naturally. It's just, you know, this is going to naturally deepen between the two of you, Cancer. Oh, I love this. All right, and this, yep, not this again, confirmation. I love this. I love when this happens, that this meeting occurs in an ordinary, recurring setting. Alignment reveals itself through consistency rather than spectacle. So yeah, it's like a slow but steady, like it feels like a friendship or a working relationship that really develops into more. All right, and at the bottom of the deck here, we see grounding into the present. So this connection anchors attention and what is real now. Beautiful. So it's like, you know, it's not projection, it's not fantasy, it's not, you know, it's not limerence here. It's like this connection is real. It's solid, it's stable, it's something that you can trust, Cancer. Oh, I love that for you. Okay, so let's see what else my Cancers need to know about this person or this connection. What else do my Cancers need to know about this person or this connection, please? Rekindle. So some of you, there may be a history with this person. We see love from long ago. We get your ex. I mean, I think that's going to be for one or two of you. I feel more than anything, Cancer, the reason you and this person are so comfortable and safe with each other and there's so much attraction is because from the minute you meet, you feel like you know each other. All right. And we see unexpected connection. So opposites attract. So an unexpected connection. So it's going to happen unexpectedly. And we see, yes, lasting love with the Ten of Pentacles, Cancer. This is someone that you may end up with for a very long time, or the rest of, you know, this may be your person, let's put it that way. And twin flame recognition. You know this soul that mirrors your own. A lot of my Cancers, you already know who this person is, all right? And any important dates or times, please. Any important dates? We see the month of May, so they may not be around you just yet. This could be unfolding in May. Someone here could be a Taurus or a Gemini, but Spirit's saying stop trying to control the timing, Cancer. This is something that's already meant for you. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.